All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. This all happened last minute. Wow, there's a bunch of you, and we had almost no notice for this. I really appreciate you joining us tonight. I'm not going to make this a real long thing, but it is something that has taken a real long time. We have literally been waiting and waiting and waiting, and then we waited some more, and then we waited a little bit more, and then we had to wait even more. And now, as of tonight, it is here. But I want to be very clear, we are doing this as a pre-launch. It's been really tested a lot. It should be okay, but just in case it's not, don't get upset. Just get a hold of corporate. Everybody write this phone number down, 707 628. Oops, sorry, that's my personal number. Don't write that one down. 707 449 4567. By the way, that was my personal number 10 years ago or so. So everybody, 707 449 4567. If you experience any challenges or anything that happens with what we're launching tonight, just let us know. We will be all over it. But I got to tell you, it's been tested a lot. And so I think we're going to be pretty much okay. But on purpose, we're saying it's a pre-launch, and then next week we should have any bugs worked out if there is any, but you can already start using it. So what am I talking about? It's our promoter program. We've been talking about this for a while, how we want to make it so that promoters and influencers can live under the same roof as network marketers. A lot of you have heard me say this, that we are building an amazing house and it's going to have a bunch of rooms in it and people are going to be able to promote what rooms they like best, but we're going to make it the most amazing house so that everybody wants to come live in it, right? Another room in the house is the promoter and influencer room. Now think about this, everybody. Promoters and influencers, they don't typically want to have anything to do with network marketing or multi-level marketing or any of that. However, what if we could make it so that they can be in our company? They don't have any of the network marketing lingo or any of that stuff and the comp plan stuff or any of that, but they can get a very high paying influencer payout here. It'll be the highest one I've seen pretty much anywhere. I've told a few people what it was and they were blown away. They're like, wow, that is a really high payout for what this is. That's exactly what we've done. But then on the flip side of the coin, everybody, you're going to want the promoters in our company and you're going to want to invite them in and sponsor them because you can not only make money off of all the customers they bring in, but every sale from the promoter program puts money into our worldwide bonus pool that's going to build the pool like crazy. And the way you get paid out of that pool is to be a network marketer, multi-level marketer with us and hit that 10K and up position. Okay. So both of them will work under the same roof. And here's the neat part. Promoters can just be promoters. They never have to have anything to do with MLM or network marketing unless they want to. Then they can also do the network marketing side, and it's totally up to them. Network marketers can also sign up as promoters, which I'm going to show you all how to do that. All of you can be a promoter as well, and you'll be able to do that tonight, right on this Zoom. Okay, everybody? So I'm going to come off camera right now because I want this to be about what I'm showing you on the screen, not me. So here we go. Wow, a bunch of more people showed up. Okay, let me admit some more. They're in the waiting room. Okay, Chantel, if you could just keep admitting everybody, that would be awesome because they're still showing up. And I'm going to go ahead and switch gears. There's a whole bunch of you. The reason why we chose to do this as a meeting tonight instead of a webinar where we only get to speak and you get to see what we're doing is because when I'm done showing you what I'm going to show you, we're going to open it up for questions and answers. And we would just ask you all be real respectful and stay muted unless you have a question or an answer. I mean, literally, if you hear something, you have the answer, go for it. But if not, stay muted. But you're going to sometimes hear something that you weren't even thinking. And then when somebody asks that question, you're going to be like, wow, that was a great question. I'm glad they asked it. So we did this on purpose tonight as a meeting, not a webinar, so we can literally do questions and answers when it's over. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen and we will get started. So everybody, we are literally literally ready to blow this out and how can I say this in a nice way? Finally have something that I think we've put more work into than anything else out there. So I'm hiding the controls and all the stuff so that you all can see it. So what we are launching is our promoter influencer program. And why did we do this? Because there's mega influencers out there that some have millions and millions of followers and stuff. And if they could find something that's really good and good for people and they can get excited about the products, they want to share about it. But they typically don't want to be in an MLM or a network marketing company. Same thing, macro influencers, micro influencers, okay? It's the same thing. But here's the thing. There's also like salons, clubs, business owners, spas, all this different kind of stuff where they're not so excited about the business side of it. They just want to be able to sell the products. Now, we created a program where if you buy 20 or more products in the shopping cart, you get an automatic 40% off. And that is working. There's we're seeing that pick up. More and more people are doing that. More and more businesses are doing that. But here's the thing though. We've got a lot of people that they don't want to have to buy 20 products at a time. They just want to be able to get on, share how excited they are about a product or a service, and then just as they sell it, get paid big commissions for the work that they do. That's what a promoter program does, an influencer slash promoter program does. So, with that being said, let me go ahead and show you this. Our Social X promoter plan, this is already in your compensation plan document. I just decided I'm going to spend a couple minutes on it and go over it with you tonight because it literally has some things to it that you need to understand. It's really, really important that you understand this, okay? First of all, the promoter program qualifications and payout are 100% based on gross sales. There is no commission volume. There's no PV, BV, SV, commission volume, CV. There's none of that stuff. It's just how much are your sales, and that's how you qualify for what you're going to get paid, and that's what decides how much you're going to get paid. Now, it's very important that you understand it's the gross sales of the products, but it's not shipping and handling. Shipping and handling is not a profit center for our company, okay? So, how does it work? We take your gross monthly sales and you start out by becoming a promoter for free. There's no cost. You don't have to buy anything ever. There's none of that. And you are a silver. When you join, you start out at the silver level. That means from your first penny to $999.99 that you sell, you're going to earn 20% of that money. So if you do that 9,999, you're basically making $2,000. Okay. Now think about this. If you bring in somebody who's a promoter, they're going to be making that 20% as a silver, but you're going to be making 5% off everything they sell forever. But folks, it's not of commission volume, which is typically a half of what the sale is. It's of the gross sale. 5% of their gross sales, okay? And then if somebody hits 10,000 in sales, then they jump up to 30%. 30%. And then no matter what they sell, if you brought them in, you're still going to get that 5% of the gross sales. Okay. And then here's like the biggest one I've ever heard of. 40% when you hit 40,000 in sales, any promoter, when they hit 40,000 in sales. Folks, the reason why this is such a big deal is because most companies don't pay out 40% of the gross sale. It's somewhere between 8 and 15% typically. And if you find one that's 20 or 25, the qualifications are pretty much horrendous. I showed this to somebody that's really familiar with a lot of these programs out there, and they said, Stu, our closest competitor that pays out 40%, which is huge in the industry, you have to hit 100,000 in sales. So in order to make 40%, you've got to hit $100,000 in volume. Here at Social X, it's just 40,000. It's 60% easier than our closest competitor. Okay. So I just want to be really, really clear. if you hit 40,000 in sales in a month, you're going to make 40% of that, or $16,000 would be your pay for the month. Then, of course, whoever brought you in, or as you're bringing in promoters and they're selling to people, you'll make 5% of their gross sales. Now, at the same time, I want you to know this. If somebody is at that 20%, at the same time they get 20% of the gross sale, you get 5% of the gross sale if you brought them in. We're going to put 25% of the gross sale in the worldwide bonus pool. So think about that. As a whole bunch of people are going to go promoter this week and they're making sales, if they make $100 sale, $25 of that is going into the worldwide bonus pool. Folks, it's huge. It's huge. Then when they become a gold and they get to 30%, every sale still puts 15% into the worldwide bonus pool. And when somebody hits platinum and they make that 40%, it's still going to put 5% of every sale, the gross sale, into the worldwide bonus pool. So you better believe our network marketing family is going to love the promoter program because this is going to bring in a lot of volume, everybody. Okay, so if you're an associate, it's really simple. You're going to make 5% of all the personal sales your promoters do, and it's of the gross. It's not of commission volume. Okay. And then 5 to 25% is going to go into the worldwide bonus pool. And if you are a 10K or above in our network marketing side, then you will get a piece of every single sale worldwide, both from the network marketing side and from the promoter side. So to keep it simple though, for promoters, what do they earn? 20 to 40% of the direct sales, okay? And 5% of any promoters that they bring in. Promoters have friends that are influencers and promoters. They have friends that are influencers and promoters. They'll make 5% of those people's gross sales. So there's a big reason for them to bring in other promoters and influencers. And folks, look at the last thing. No personal product purchases are required for promoters to earn income. Nothing. They don't want to buy stuff. They may, but that's not the thing. They don't want that to be able to have to get paid so they can get in the program. It's free. I'm going to show you how to do it in just a minute for all of you that are with us right now. Even though you're on our network marketing side, almost all of you, I know there's some guests here tonight that just want to be promoters or influencers, but the bulk of this Zoom are people that are already in our company and you're a network marketer with us, a multi-level marketer. I just want you to know right now you're going to be able to get your promoter program, and you're either going to share your network marketing links with people and it'll build that side. Or if you talk to somebody and they go, I don't want anything to do with network marketing or multi-level, but I like these products and I would like to make money selling them, you're going to go, no problem. Join my promoter link. Okay. So that's basically the program. Now, let me go ahead and come out of here, and I'm going to share something else with you all right now. I'm going to show you what it looks like and how you can get it. Okay, everybody, this is just our regular standard website. Everybody has seen this. This is, Howie Mandel's right at the top and everything. Very, very simple and easy. This is your regular website. This is where almost all of you log in to your rep back offices. So go into your rep back offices. I've got one set up here, Stu example, so you can see it. And on purpose, I have not made it a promoter yet because I'm going to do it with you right now. You're going to watch me do it. This is live. This is in real time. So I come into the back office. This is what your back offices look like. This is your regular network marketing back offices. You've got all the stuff and everything. When you see your websites, these are the ones you get to market with. As you can see, you've got your main website. That's the one with Howie Mandel. Doesn't talk anything about business. You've got the Just Push Play website where it takes them through like a company tour. And then you've got the social wellness website. But that's it. See how there's nothing else here. Okay. Well, now I'm going back to my back office of the home. Okay. When you first log in, if you scroll down, all the way down, you're going to see a banner. Continue to be an associate and also become a social X promoter. Folks, we're not taking away your associateship here. You're with us for life on that part of it, okay? But when you click this banner, here's what's going to happen. It's going to take you to the Become a Social X Promoter website. And this is going to be really easy for you guys. I want to show you a little bit about what it looks like. But before I do, I'm going to come here and I'm going to click right here, Become a Promoter for free, right? In my back office, it says you are currently registered as an associate. To also register as a promoter free. And by the way, folks, this is why this took so long. There was a lot of stuff to figure out to get a promoter slash influencer to live under the same roof as an associate and network marketer. Okay. I hope you guys respect the amount of work that went into this, and I hope you're proud of it because it's an incredible, amazing program. Okay. To also register as a promoter for free and become eligible to participate in the Social X pay plan, please do the following. Click that you agree the terms and conditions, click that you agree the policies and procedures, and then click register. Here's the terms and conditions, and you guys can check them all out. It'll pop up in just a sec. Hang on one sec. Let me hide the controls. They're covering it for me. Okay, so this is the terms and conditions, and you can go through all that. And then it's got the policies and procedures. You just check both of them and then just click register as a Social X promoter. Done. That's it. You are literally done. Okay. And now when you go to your websites here in the back office, oh, look, now it's not just your first three, it's my promoter links. So this is your socialx.com promoter links. This is your getsocialx.com. I'm sorry, the other ones are your network marketing links. These are your promoter links. And it's this simple. This one is used to get customers. So if you're a promoter and you want to just gather customers and get paid that 20% of the gross sales, 30% or 40%, okay? But remember, on that side, you won't get paid from the network marketing part of it or the worldwide bonus pool. But if you want to do that, you send the person this link. And when they come here, there's literally nothing about money. It's still got Howie. I'm sorry, this is my first time, so I got to select the country. Okay, it's still got Howie. It's got all of the products on here. It's the same basic website, but when people buy from this website, it's going to pay you as a promoter. Okay, it's going to pay you as a promoter. And so the neat part about this is when people come here, other than this one link, see if you go click on shop or any of the links down below for shop. Hold on one sec. Let me let it load. Look, it's all the products. Only when they buy, and it's all the same stuff, folks. They can put it on Smart Ship. They can do all of that stuff, okay? But when people buy from here, it's going to pay you as a promoter. Now, here's the neat part about this. If they come here and they happen to click on promote, there is a website about how they can become a promoter, but it doesn't show crazy money or any of that stuff. It explains 40% commission, 5% social promoter, and all the stuff. And this is a really, really good site. Okay. So this is on the customer site. But the bottom line is, though, to this, everybody, you literally use this site for customers. Okay. And then if you want to gather promoters, to sign up promoters and go after them because you want to earn that 5% of everything they sell forever of the gross sales, you'll send them this link. And now it's the Become a Social X Promoter website. Okay, so those are the two sites. This share wellness, get paid, redefine life, all of it, folks. It's gorgeous. This is, I think, the nicest stuff we've ever made. Okay, and then it's Become a Promoter for free. There's no cost. Everyone can sign up. You can go sign up a bunch of them right away, and it's got all the stuff that they need to know right here. So technically, you're already an expert. Just send this website. Okay, this is the site to gather promoters. Why Social X? We've still got Howie Mandel on here because the world doesn't need another program. It needs a movement, a shift away from burnout, confusion, and outdated systems, a bold step toward health, wealth, simplicity, and freedom. Folks, the words that are on this site have been really skillfully crafted. I just have to tell you, I love this when I look at it. So if you're asking yourself, why did it take so long? It looks so simple. It's not simple behind the scenes, but it's very simple for the people that want to work it and everything like that. Okay? So this is it, folks. It's literally that simple. Go in your back offices, click the banner I just showed you right now, and then you will be able to be a promoter for free. Even if you don't do anything with it, you could still get those links, right? You might as well in your back office have both your My Social X websites, that's for the network marketing part, and then have your promoter links because they're free. It's not going to cost you anything. And if you ever bump into somebody that says, "Oh, I don't want anything to do with, one of those pyramid deals or any of that stuff," which we all know is nuts, everybody. We understand that doesn't make any sense, but there are people that just want to sell product. Now you have a clean way for people to sell product and bring in people who just want to sell product. But influencers, if they decide, and promoters can also be network marketers and they can sign up for the whole network marketing part if they want. Okay. But they won't be dripped on with that. All of the email campaigns and everything, it's all going to be customer based. It's all going to be, promoter based, influencer based, not MLM, network marketing, none of that lingo. So that's basically it. Very, very easy for you to get it. Let me come off. Okay, everybody. I want you to ask questions. I don't know how many questions you all have or anything, but I just want you to know pre-launch. I'm saying it again. We think it's fine. We think it's perfect, right? We think it's incredible, but we also know we've already had people sign up promoters with it today and it worked flawlessly. Okay, but we need to get some more activity with it now. It just happened today. This all got decided less than 3 hours ago. Less than 3 hours ago, this became live, right, Pat? Pat was beating me up. She's like, "You will launch it." I'm like, "Yes, I will. If I will." So, does anybody have any questions or anything? Or Pat, do you want to share
Well,
anything?
just just so that everybody knows, all the ones on this call probably we're all part of the MLM. So we're not going to put our customers through this program. They're going to go through our other site. This is the reason why that we're going to sign up on that site and become a promoter per se is just to bring in promoters. And I
Mhm.
think, everybody's got to really understand that part of it. And I see one of the questions, because this is a collie and me. Does any of that volume from the promoters count for us ranking up?
So that is a phenomenal question. And although promoter volume happens bigger and quicker typically than MLM volume does, MLM is truly many hands make light work. Promoters are used to just, hey, I got 250,000 people or 20,000 people or 1 million people or whatever. I'm going to tell them about something. And there's just a whole bunch of sales. Even though we're paying out so much and so heavy, we're still going to let a percentage of that volume count. 30% of that volume will count to rank you up. Just like if in the network marketing
Mhm.
side, your upline places somebody under you, even though you didn't put them in, we let 30% of that volume count for you. In the promoter program, 30% will count, but 100% of those sales are going to put money into the worldwide bonus pool. I just have this feeling, everybody, it's going to put more money into the worldwide bonus pool than even the network marketing side of it. But the only ones that get to share in that are the network marketers. So truly good for the network marketers and truly good for the promoters because they get high payout on what they do. And that's what they're looking for. They don't want to count on somebody else to make the sales for them. That's why they became an influencer, so they could get paid off of the work that they do. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So, okay. Any other questions or? And I'm not looking at the chat. So if somebody's put,
I did have some people texted, so I don't know if it was in the chat, asking about the product training call that was scheduled for tonight on mangosteen. That's going to be in 2 weeks. And next week, 1 week from tonight, is going to be glutathione training with Dr. Zinni. So I just wanted to announce that so everybody knows. 1 week from tonight, Dr. Zinni, glutathione. 2 weeks from tonight, mangosteen, and I'll be doing that training. And we're excited. And of course, the Super Saturday will have more information about this product, this program, and as well as other things that are going to be announced very soon. Thank you.
and Kali is going to do that mangosteen training, and she called me today and said, "Hey, get the programmers to finish this because I don't want to do my mangosteen training tonight." No, she didn't do that. She did not do that at all. But I think she called the programmers and said, "You got to get this thing done, man. I don't want to do it." No, but so Kali, thank you for stepping aside and letting us launch this tonight. Kali did all the work and got prepared for tonight's Zoom to go ahead and do the mangosteen training. And then last minute we bumped her so we could launch this tonight so everybody can have it.
And
By the
otherwise,
way,
next week. So thank you, Stu, for providing this for everybody here on this call tonight. You just got a raise and you just got a whole nother business aspect to your business. So thank you for launching it tonight.
very, very welcome. And everybody, I'm just going to tell you next Wednesday night, we've got a big one for you all. A really, really big one. Next Tuesday's Biz Op. Next Wednesday is a huge, you're going to want to plan on being with us next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific. Then next Thursday will be the other product training. And then February 14th. And I know what some of you are thinking right now, but Stu, that's Valentine's Day. It is, but most guys don't take their girls on a date at 9 a.m. in the morning, okay? So we are doing our Super Saturdays the second Saturday of every month, and we're trying to stick to that schedule like clockwork. Now that we are all grown up and becoming the billion-dollar company we're supposed to be, we're trying to make everything super professional and keep it that way. Super Saturday is going to be the second Saturday of each month unless something crazy happens and we have to change it. So February 14th, everybody, write that on your calendar. It's not just Valentine's Day. It's also going to be one of the biggest launch Zooms in the history of our company. Plenty to do between now and then. You've got plenty to deal with. And the citrus silk is almost all gone. I'm hearing crazy stories. If anybody wants any more of that, there's not very many bottles left at all. So I've heard so many people have bought 20 and 20 and 20, and it's pretty exciting the testimonials we're already hearing. Okay, was there any more questions or anything in the chat, or does anybody want to unmute and comment, say anything? I can't wait for you to go look at those websites, not just with me scrolling through them quickly. I was just trying to be, respectful of your time, but you need to go look at them. They are gorgeous. They are beautiful. They are appealing. Like people are not going to look at them and get turned off at all. And then when they find out there's no cost, they never have to buy a product ever. They could just share those links and go sell everything we have, even with Howie Mandel right on the website and stuff. It's pretty exciting, everybody. And pay out 20%, 30%, 40%, not of commission volume, but of the gross sale. You watch what happens when you get some promoters and influencers to check this out. So, any other questions or anything?
I'm just looking at some here on the chat, Stu. It says, if a promoter still orders the 20 or more products, do they get the 40% discount? They wouldn't be a promoter, would they?
No, if so when promoters, by the way, the discounts apply on SmartShip. Like promoters can sell SmartShip and all that kind of stuff. But if a that's a really good question, actually. We're gonna have to look into that tomorrow. It's does the shopping cart on the promoter site allow the 20 plus product 40% off? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's a really good question. Like we said, pre-launch, brand new, launch tonight. But most promoters, they don't want to, they're not trying to buy product and then send it out. They don't want to touch it. They don't want to do anything with it. They just want to send people to their link, and when they buy, get paid a commission. So promoters are not looking to buy ahead of time, if that makes sense. But if I was you all, I would go buy at least 2 bottles minimum. Or if you ask Red in Indiana, 3 bottles of citrus silk right now, one for you, one to have as backup and one to go pump, pump, pump with everybody right now. Because I've never seen, there are people starting a home party movement again. Literally, we're going to see it because if you can get 5, 10, 15 ladies in the living room, I envision the wife is talking about it and the husband is going around the room, literally putting it in everybody's hands. And it's going to be a team sport and it's going to blow up. I am super excited about that, but I'm also excited about many other things that are happening right now. So, okay, was there any other
Okay.
questions in the
Yeah,
chat?
if we enroll a promoter and that promoter also enrolls another promoter, our commissions stop. Is that the way I see the plan?
No, they don't stop because every sale puts money into the network marketing side of the company. Every sale, we're just choosing to put 100% of that into the worldwide bonus pool. It should be easier than ever to hit 10K now because you can use promoter volume to rank up to that. 100% of the promoter sales put at least a minimum of 5%, everybody, into the worldwide bonus pool, not of commission volume, of gross sale, right? That's a huge amount. And there's going to be tons of promoters at the silver level and the gold level working their way up to the platinum. That puts 25% and 15%, and then, of course, 5%. You're going to be very happy if your promoters bring in promoters who bring in promoters. Because remember what we said, you get to use the volume to rank up in the network marketing side, 30% of that, right? Those promoters should get you a share or more in the network marketing side. So, yeah, we did that on purpose. We looked at the whole entire thing. We're like, should we let the promoter money fund the whole network marketing comp plan and all that stuff? And it was like, no, no, no. Let's build this worldwide bonus pool into the greatest thing anybody's ever seen. And if you notice, promoters don't share in the worldwide bonus pool. You know, maybe someday, I don't know, but at least for now, they put into it, but they don't take out of it. So, yes, if you bring in someone, they get the 20, 30, or 40, and you get the 5%. If they bring in a promoter, you can share in every sale, infinity levels by way of the worldwide bonus pool. I hope that makes sense to everybody.
Mhm. I'll just answer, Michelle wanted to know the trio available to sell for the influencers. They would be buying everything individually.
But
And
they
if they
can,
bought all three, they'd get 30% off.
yep, they can still get it for that low price by
Mhm.
buying three. So in when on the influencer shopping cart, when they send people there, every customer sees smart chip price and regular price, right?
Mhm.
So the customer will decide, do I want to save the money or not? And I can tell you this too, our smart chips are growing more percentage wise. They're becoming a bigger part of our gross sales every month, everybody. Literally, our smart chips are becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. So most people are loving that discount.
Okay.
Okay. Any other
And I
stuff?
think our last one here is, can a promoter become a network marketer?
Absolutely. And we don't want them to be offended or anything, but they can totally participate. Yes. They can, anybody can be just one or the other or both. Remember, this is living under one roof. You know, I met some people that are like, I really want to sell your products. I love them. I think they're amazing, but I'm not getting a network marketing company. I don't want to build a team. I don't want any of that stuff. And I'm like, gosh, I feel like you're missing the boat, but yeah, all right, no problem. Well, you could still make 50% of the commission volume, which is basically maxed out at 25% of the sale in the promoter program. They can get 20, 30, or 40 without ever building a team, right? Just by gathering customers and stuff and organizations. So there's other things this is going to work with. Like you'll be able to go to some organizations, like, and I don't know which ones yet, everybody, but I was thinking about it like crazy. I was like, we did this for promoter and influencers, but why couldn't like I go to my church, for example, and say, hey, it's free. Become a promoter. The church, we make the church the promoter, whatever the organization is. Okay. I'm just picking a church. They're everywhere. They're everywhere, right? And become the promoter. And now when people buy from the website that's got Howie Mandel on it, and they're just buying products, the church would get 20, 30, or 40%. depending on how much the
Mhm.
sales were, right? And I didn't even tell you the best part of that. I was kind of under promising and over delivering. But then also, if a church knows another church and they get them in, they'll make 5% of that whole other church. Well, the church is making 20, 30, 40%, or whatever type of organization, right? But listen,
Mhm.
when an influencer comes in, most influencers, they're used to making one-time sales on stuff. Our stuff is residual, right? People don't just want to be healthy once. They want to be healthy month after month, year after year. So when an influencer does this with us right now, and they get customers that go on SmartChip and they're going to buy month after month, year after year, think about this, everybody. Their first month, like they may hit 10 grand, they'll go from 20 to 30% somewhere along the way, and then they may hit 40%, right? Well, then the very next month, they're going to start out at 40%. So all of those reorders are not going to pay them at 10, 20 or 30. They'll pay them at 40%. So there's even some good stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't have to explain all that. We
Mhm.
just tell them, go sell this dollar amounts 20%, this dollar amounts 30, this dollar amounts 40. And then the next month on all those reorders, the first week when the month before maybe didn't hit 30 or 40,000 in sales yet, they're going to get 40% and they're going to be happy. Okay. They're going to be like, wow, this is better than I thought. Okay. Any other questions or anything? All right, everybody. It's not real complicated. It's this simple. If you meet somebody that just likes to sell, just wants to sell, falls in love with the products and wants to refer their friends, right? You could literally say, "Hey, we have this program. It's like called promoter program. It's for promoters and influencers. It's free for you to get in it, and it's free. You don't have to buy anything unless you want to. And when you pass out a link for it, you're going to earn either 20% of the gross sale or 30 or 40, depending on how many sales you make that month." There you go. Folks, that's the program. That's the program. Well, am I in network marketing? No. And you don't have to be, but we can help you with that too if you're interested, right? But no. I mean, this is going to cover a lot of other bases. Now look, don't go switching your network marketing family customers to the promoter thing, to the promoter side, right? Use the promoter program to go get new people that you've not been able to get because they don't want to be a part of one of those things, if you will. Okay. And then, of course, when you go to influencer and promoters, the website I just gave you speaks their language. They understand it, they get it, they know what it is. And with a free sign up, 100% right out of the gate, never have to buy a thing. Just share one of the two links we give you, the one to get the customers or the one to get the promoters. What could they be unhappy about? Is it the highest payout pretty much the industry's ever seen? I don't think they're going to be upset. You watch what happens. Is it that our products are residual? People buy them over and over and over again? Nope, they're going to love that, right? So this is a great thing, everybody. We saw the vision for this, what, 9 months ago? We started working on it 6 months ago, 9 months ago. It was a long time ago, but it was a lot. It was a lot to bring this to fruition. And guess what? Here it is. It's yours now, and none of you have to pay a penny for it. I want to be very, very clear. This is free for everyone, okay? So go in your rep back offices, even if you think, oh, I'm not going to be a promoter or whatever, influencer, and just go join. I showed you how to do it. It's super simple. Go get it. And then if you want to test it and just try to get some customers with it and see what it feels like to be paid 20% of the gross or 30 or 40 as it grows, you're welcome to do it, everyone. Okay? All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much. We are a little apologetic for the last minute change. Collie, thanks again for stepping aside and letting us do this. But folks, this is powerful. This is a big deal. Go sign up for it, go play with it, and I think you'll understand. Go read every word on those websites and wait till you see how meticulously well that was put together. Okay, everybody? All right, Pat, thank you so much for helping. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. We'll talk to you soon.